Hey everybody, here we are, ready for Coin Night live auction, if I could say it, number 94, September the 28th, 2021. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to everyone. It's going to be a big night tonight. Got a huge selection of really nice rolls and singles. All of the singles are actually, most of the singles are certified. All of them are FS listed beauties. And I have close-up images for you guys. So that should be a good thing. So, let's see, who we got here? Sir Egg, Coin Junkie, Malcolm, Dennis, Kelly. I see Eric is headed home. We've got Chris Hurley, Coins and Ghouls, James Worley, Ron Isaac, David Music. Jessica is here. Coin Junkie, Coin Hunter, Penny Hoarder. Robert Wookich is here. Trying to stay awake. I'll keep you awake. Keep you awake with some good auction items tonight. There's Yo Man, Coin Junkie Farm Dog, Jess Minter, Stephen A, Crispy Mofo. Everybody seems to be pouring in one after the other. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. That way we'll know that you've been here and know that you approve of our show. All right. Let me move over to the microscope. That's not my first item. I was just using that for focus. This is actually going to be the first item tonight, so I'll give you guys a good chance to look at it for a little while. 1958 tubed BU roll of Lincoln cents here. Somebody tell me if everything's the right color, the right shape, the right size, everything else, because I cannot seem to ever get this right on my own. Hello, Joe, Ryan. Okay, here we go with a lot number one. I do not know why I'm not getting my browser view. Oh, well, that's probably part of it. Okay. There we go. Let's see. That should work now. There we go. We've got it working. So, 1958. BU roll of Lincoln cents. Here's a BU roll of Lincoln cents from 1958. Our minimum bid is going to start at... Where are we here? Get everything together. There we go. I'm going to start at $12. Anybody give me a $12 bill? $12 bill for 1958 roll. 1958. Last year of the Lincoln cent... Or Lincoln wheat cent, I'm sorry. Last year, the Lincoln wheat cent, 1958. 10 years before the birth of yours truly. Somebody give me $12. $12 bid start. Anybody $12? Hello, Mr. Leapline. $12 start. Anybody $12 start? Got Sissy with a $12 start. $12 start now. Looking for a bid at $12.5. $12.50. Anybody bid at $12.50? And there's Mac. Midnight Silver Run. Jeff Dunn. Timothy Morell is in. Techstar is here. 12.5. Looking for a 12.5 bid. Anybody bid at 12.5? A roll of 1958 Lincoln cents. 1958 Lincoln cents. Nice BU roll here. 12.5. Do I hear a 12.5? $12. Going once. Looking for 12.5. Anybody bid a 12.5? I hope everybody came ready to bid tonight because we have some really heavy hitter stuff tonight. Really good, nice, heavy hitter stuff coming up for bids. 1958, $12. Going twice now. Looking for a bid of 12.5. 12.5. Anybody bid a 12.5? Looking for a bid of 12.5. Anybody bid a 12.5? Anybody bid a 12.5 now? Last and final call. There's Coins and Ghouls at 13. 13 now. Looking for 13.5. 13.5. Anybody bid a 13.50? 13.50. Anybody bid a 13.50? 13.50 now. Anybody bid a 13.50? No bid of 1350. Got 13. Going once. Looking for bid of 1350. Anybody bid of 1350? 13 looking for a bid of 1350. How about a bid of 1350? Anybody bid of 1350? I'll tell you what, how about if I just do it this way? We'll just call it stop to this. And there's Sissy at 14. So we've got Sissy at 14. She's the highest bidder. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these available right now. I've got 8 available. And we're going to make these 8 available at a $10 bin. We're going to start with Sissy. Sissy at 14. Do you want a roll at $10, Sissy? How about more than one? Just give me a number with a bin, and I'll provide that many rolls. Number with a bin, and I will provide that many rolls at $10 each. Sissy, Coins and Ghouls, Frank P. Anyone else interested? There's Kurt Pierce. Frank P will take 1. So Sissy for 2, Frank P for 1. I've got Kurt Pierce for 2. Malcolm will take 3. Coins and Ghouls will take 2. So we've got some numbers. Change your mind, Malcolm? I don't know, take him off for now until he says something else. Until he lets us know whether or not he wants them. Kurt Pierce will take 2 rolls. Coins and Ghouls will take 2 rolls. Okay, Malcolm, your message was retracted, so I need to know whether or not you... your video is probably just nothing. Here, I'll put this back under there to make sure that you've got video. There you go. But Malcolm, I need to know, you had originally said that you wanted 3 of these, and then you retracted that message, so I'm not sure where you are, what you're doing right now. You have to let me know if you want any 58 rolls and how many you want. Malcolm, you have video now? Why don't you go out and refresh? Go out and come back in. Hello, Brandon. Go out and come back in, and that should give you the ability to see what's going on here. I'll contact with you later about the 58 roll. We're going to move on to the next item. Next item up for bid. It's going to be this 1952 D roll. Joe Cathy wants one as well, so put him in for one. 1952 D BU roll of Lincoln cents. Pretty nice looking BU roll, average to a little bit above average condition. Nice BU roll here. We're going to go ahead and start this off at $28. 28. Anybody want to bid at 28? 28 will get this one started. $28. A full roll of 50 coins, 1952 D. $28 to get it started. Anybody bid at 28? Looking for a bid at 28. Anybody bid at 28? Bin 1 means you wanted to purchase one. Bin 2 means you want to purchase 2. There's Mike Birchman at 28. Hello, Mike. There's Sissy. You trying 28. Need a 28. Actually, need a bid at 29. Now need a bid at 29. Anybody bid at 29? Looking for 29. Coins and Ghouls at 30. Now 31. Now 31. Anybody bid at 31? Looking for a bid at 31. How about a bid at 31? Anybody bid at 31? I got Mike Birchman at 32 now. 32 now 33. Anybody bid at 33? Looking for a bid of 33. How about a bid of 33? Anybody bid of 33? 33. Got Mac at a bid of 33. 33 now 34. 34. Anybody bid of 34? Looking for a bid of 34? Anybody bid of 34? 1952 D. Appeared to me to be an original source roll, so it is. It is an original roll. Coins and Ghouls at 35. Now 35 now. Looking for a bid of 36. 36. Anybody bid of 36? Looking for a bid of 36. Now 36. Anybody bid of 36? Yeah, I tend to have a chubby voice. My voice tends not to say exactly what I wanted it to say. 35. Looking for a bid of 36. How about a bid of 36? Now 36. Anybody bid of 36? Crispy Mofo 36. 36. Now 37. 37. Anybody bid of 37? Anybody bid of 37? Look a bit of 37. Now anybody bid of 37? 37. Anybody bid of 37? No bid of 37. Got 36 going once. Looking for a bid of 37. Now 37. Anybody bid of 37? 36 going twice now. Looking for a bid of 37. Last and final offer. Try to get a 37. 37. Anybody bid of 37? Need a bid of 37? Coins and ghouls at 37. 37 now. 38. 38. Anybody bid of 38? Looking for 38 now. Anybody bid of 38? Bouncing through Arizona doesn't help? I guess not. 37 now, looking for a bid of 38. 38 now, anybody bid of 38? Looking for a bid of 38. How about a bid of 38? Anybody bid of 38? 37 going once, looking for a bid of 38. How about a bid of 38? Anybody bid of 38? Got 37 going twice now, looking for a bid of 38. How about a bid of 38? Anybody bid of 38? Last and final call, looking for a bid of 38. All right, I'm sold coins and ghouls at 37. Here's what I'll do, though. I have a total of 3 rolls of these. 3 rolls of these, I will let them go at $35 a piece to my 3 highest bidders. So we've got coins and ghouls, Crispy Mofo, and Mac McBride. Just let me know if that's okay with you guys, and I'll let you guys each have one at 35. Coins and ghouls, Crispy Mofo, and Mac. There's coins and ghouls and Mac. Crispy Mofo coming in now, saying that he'll take one too. There we go. We got all 3 of them sold. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Next up, first single for the night. And a beauty it is. Check this little guy out. There's the actual coin, just so you guys can see how pretty it is. It's 1955 proof. But here's what's special about this 1955 proof. This is a DDO4, DDR4. It's FS103 and FS801. It's in proof 66, graded by NX. This is a very beautiful coin. It has a very nice doubling on it, as we will be able to see in just a moment as soon as I can get my settings together for that, because I forgot to do it. Let's see. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. You can see it. There's the obverse and then the reverse. Obverse to the left, a reverse to the right. Both sides are doubled on this coin. This is a proof coin. It's an amazing proof coin, a very nice looking proof coin. We're going to start this off at, I didn't mean to put 55 on there. I don't even know how that happened. We'll do $55. $55 to get it started. Should be a $100 coin. 55 will get us started. 55. Now looking for a bit of 60. Now looking for a bit of 60. Anybody bid of 60? This is over a $100 coin, folks. 55 looking for a bit of 60. How about a bit of 60? Anybody bid of 60? Looking for a bit of 60 now. 60. Anybody bid of 60? Looking at well over a $100 coin. Got Crispy at 60. Hello, Plumber Stacker. Got Crispy at 60 now, looking for 65. 65. Anybody bid of 65? Look a bit of 65. What's a plus mean, Jeff? There it is in proof 66 red. Sissy gives me a 65. Mike Leapline tries a 65. Need a 70 now. Need a bit of 70. Anybody bit of 70? Look a bit of 70. 70 now. Look a bit of 70. How about a bit of 70? Anybody bit of 70? Mike, we've got to do this in $5 increments. So your bid's 65. You can't do a 66. You need a $70 bid. $70 bid will keep it going. 65. Need a bid of 70 now. Looking for a bid of 70. How about a bid of 70? Anybody bid of 70? Now 70. Anybody bid of 70? Looking for a bid of 70. How about a bid of 70? Anybody bid of 70? You got Sissy at 65. Crispy now at 70. Some Crispy now at 70 now. Looking for 75. Looking for 75. Anybody bid of 75? Look a bit of 75. How about a bid of 75? 75. Anybody bid of 75? Look a bit of 75. Anybody bid of 75? 75 now. Anybody bid of 75? I was wondering what that was for, Jeff. Couldn't figure you out there for a sec. I got a Sissy at 75. 75. Mike is out. Thank you, Mike. Sissy at 75 now. Looking for a bit of 80. Looking for a bit of 80. Anybody bid of 80? Look a bit of 80. Looking for a bit of 80 now. Anybody bid of 80? Look a bit of 80. $80 bid. Anybody bid of $80? $80 now. Anybody bid of $80? Looking for a bid of $80. 75 going once. Looking for a bid of $80. Anybody bid of $80? Look a bit of $80 now. Anybody bid of $80? You're welcome, Plumber Stacker. You come around often enough, you just become a member of the family. 75 going twice now. Looking for a bid of $80. Anybody bid of 80? Look a bit of 80. Last chance for a bid of 80 now. Looking for a bid of 80 on this 1955 proof. Double die obverse, double die reverse, both sides listed by Viva Stanton. Very few dual listed coins in the Cherry Picker's Guide. And we're sold to Sissy at 75. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you very much. Couldn't be a better person to get it at a wonderful deal like that. I'm telling you. That's some kind of price right there. Well, here's another one that we're going to do at a starting price that's far, far lower than what you would generally expect. It's this right here. 1971. It's a DDO number 1. It's FS 101, and this is a PCGS MS64 red coin. PCGS MS64 red. These often sell for between $400 and $600. We're going to start this one at $275. $275 starting bid. Anybody bid at $275? There's the Liberty on this one. Very, very nicely doubled. Looking for $275. $275. Anybody start me at $275? $275 bid. Anybody bid at $275? Look a bid at $275. $275. Now anybody bid at $275? You're not going to get it cheaper, that's for sure, unless you find it yourself. $275. Anybody bid at $275? Looking for $275. Now anybody bid at $275? May start at $275. And Crispy Mofo, $275, $275. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do $25 increments on this. How about a $300? $300, $275. Now, $300. $300. Anybody bid at $300? Looking for a bid of $300. Anybody bid at $300? Look a bid at $300. It's less than 10%. So less than 10% higher. Only $300 now. $300. Anybody bid at $300? Looking for $300. Anybody bid at $300? Got $275, looking for a bid of $300. How about a $300? $300 now, anybody bid at $300? Yeah, it's going for $100 under the PCGS price guide value, which can tend to be a little low. $275, looking for a bid of $300. Anybody bid at $300? $275, going once now, looking for a bid of $300. Anybody bid at $300? Look a bid at $300 now, anybody bid at $300? Got a $275 twice now. Looking for a bid of $300. How about a bid of $300? Anybody bid of $300? Need a bid of $300. $300 now. Anybody bid of $300? Last call at $275. Looking for a bid of $300. All right, we're sold at $275. Thank you, Crispy. I appreciate it, my friend. Our very next coin will be this right here, 1952D over S, FS 511. This is the OMM D over S. This is what it looks like. This is this exact coin under the camera. 1952 D/S OMM number 1. And there it is. I start this at $45. Only $45. Anybody want a bid of $45? Anybody bid of $45? Need a money bid of $45? Anybody bid of $45? Get me started off at $45. $45 only. For a D/S certified by NGC as MS64 red. I'm going to try to show you this coin live. We'll see how this works. There we go. There you go. You can see that down there under there pretty well. Start at 45. Mike Birchman at 45. 45 now. Looking for a bid of 46. 46. Anybody bid of 46? 46 now. Anybody bid of 46? Looking for $46 bid now. Anybody bid of 46? Got Mike Leapline at 50. 50 now. 55. 55. Anybody bid of 55? Looking for 55 now. 55. Anybody bid of 55? $55 bid. Anybody bid of 55? Look a bid of 55 now. Anybody bid of 55? 55. Anybody bid of 55? Got $50. Looking for a bid of 55. Got Mike Birchman back at 55 now. 55. 60. Looking for $60 bid now. 60. Anybody bid of 60? Looking for 60 now. Anybody bid of 60? Looking for $60. $60. Anybody bid of $60? Looking for a bid of $60? How about a bid of $60? Anybody bid of $60? Looking for a $60 bid now. $60 bid. Anybody bid of $60? Looking for a bid of $60? Anybody bid of $60? All right, got 55 going once. Looking for a bid of 60 now. Anybody bid of 60? Looking for a bid of 60 now. Anybody bid of 60? We got a 55 going twice now. Looking for a bid of 60. Anybody bid of 60? Looking for a bid of 60 now. Anybody bid of 60? Last chance at a bid of 60. Anybody bid of 60? Mike Leapline bid 60 now. 60 now. Looking for 65. 65. Anybody bid of 65? 65 now. Anybody bid of 65? I'll go back over to the other pictures because they're easier to look at and say, "Heh, that looks nice." There you go. Got 60 on Mike Leapline now. Looking for a bid of 65. 65. 65. Anybody bid of 65? Looking for a bid of 65. How about a bid of 65 now? A bid of 65? 65? No bid of 65. Got $60 going once. Looking for a bid of 65. Anybody bid of 65? Looking for a bid of 65. How about a bid of 65? Anybody bid of 65? Got $60 going twice now. Looking for a bid of 65. 65 now. Anybody bid of 65? Last and final call. Looking for a bid of 65. Anybody bid of 65? All right, we're sold at $60. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, sir. And thanks to everybody else for your bids. Now we will go back over to the microscope and try to get ourselves prepared for this roll. Now, this one is a little bit different. This is a 1947 Philadelphia roll. The bid is for half the roll. We're going to put this roll, full roll right here, I will split in half, and it will go as two different halves. I'm going to start this at a $100 start for a $250 roll, half of the roll at $100. 100, anybody bid a 100? Half the roll at 100. Now you can bid on both parts at 100, just 2 times 100. If you want to bid on both parts at 100. Anybody start me off? $100, half the roll of 1947. Crispy starts at 100. 100 for half the roll of 1947. Got a bid of 100. Looking for 110. Now 110. Anybody bid a 110? Looking for 110. 110. Anybody bid a 110? Look a bid of 110. Anybody bid a 110? Looking for a bid of 110. How about a bid of 110? Anybody bid a 110? Look a bid of 110. No bid of 110, got a 100. Going once, looking for a bid of 110. Anybody bid of 110, look a bid of 110. Anybody bid of 110? Gives you a chance to own half of a nice roll of 1947 Lincoln cents without having to pay for the whole thing. because the whole thing would be well over $200. Got a $100 bid going twice now, looking for 110, 110. Anybody bid at 110? Last and final call, looking for a bid 110. Anybody bid at 110? Look a bid at 110 now. Anybody bid at 110? All right, I'm sold to Crispy at 100. 100, you've got half the roll, the top half the roll at 110. Do you want the bottom half at 100? So I send you the entire roll at 200? All right, Crispy says, yep, he'll take both halves at 100 apiece. That's 200 for the whole roll. Thank you very much, sir. And then we go to the next roll, 1954S. Would you look at that? Really nice 1954S roll. We've got a very nice 1954S roll for sale here. We're going to start this off at a $21 bid. 21. Anybody bid at 21? Looking at 21 to get this started. 21. Anybody bid at 21? Looking for a bid at $21. 21. Anybody bid at 21? Crispy knew I was serious a couple weeks ago when I said I was going to be here on the 28th with all guns roaring. We're ready to go. Stephen A. at 21. Malcolm tries 21. Spike Ted tries 21. Greg Taylor at 21. David Music at 21. Need a bid of 22. Stephen A. got it at 21. Greg Taylor at 25. Now 25. Looking for a bid of 26. 26. Anybody bid at 26? Looking for a bid at 26. Anybody bid at 26? Looking for 26 now. 26. Anybody bid at 26? Malcolm at 26. Now 27. Now 27. Anybody bid at 27? Look a bid at 27. Can you stop, sissy? Stop for, I don't know, stop at on the top of a hill or something for, I don't know, 30 minutes? Probably about all the time we're going to take. All right, sissy at 27. Now 27. Now looking for a bid at 28. Looking for a bid at 28 now. 28 at Coins and Ghouls. 30 with David Music. David Music at $30. Now looking for a bid at 31. Now looking for a bid at 31. Anybody bid at 31? Looking for $31. 31. Anybody bid at 31? 007 X Rico, you are already registered to bid. You can bid anytime. Just throw a number out there that's higher than anyone else's, and, well, you'll get it at that price if nobody else throws a higher number on top of you. So we got David Music right now at $30. $30 looking for a bid at 31. I know you're writing, but, I mean, you can tell the hubs to stop for a while. I've got an auction to go to. Hey, come on. You're writing in bunk? Well, yeah, you can yell up to the cab. Hey, you're killing my signal. Malcolm's at 31. Malcolm's at 31. Looking for a bid at 32. 32. Anybody bid at 32? Looking for a bid at 32. How about a bid at 32? Anybody bid at 32? Look a bid at 32 now. Anybody bid at 32? Got David Music at 32. 32 now 33. 33. Anybody bid at 33? Look a bid at 33. How about a bid at 33? Anybody bid at 33? All right, got Sissy at 35. Sissy's at 35 now, looking for 36. 36, anybody bid at 36? Malcolm at 36, David is out. Malcolm at 36, David is out. Thank you very much, David. 36 now, looking for 37. 37, anybody bid at 37? 36 now, looking for 37. 37, anybody bid at 37? Any bid at 37? 36 going once now. Looking for a bid at 37? How about a bid at 37? Anybody bid at 37? Stop for nothing unless we've run out of hours. Okay. Well, much love, hugs, and kisses if you do move on and can't get in. 36 now. It's calling twice now. Second time. Looking for 37. Anybody bid at 37? Anybody bid at 37? 37 now. Anybody bid at 37? Last and final call. Looking for a bid at 37. Anybody bid at 37? All right, I'm sold to Malcolm at 36. Malcolm, I've got 3 rolls. Do you want more than one, or you just want the one? And then, Sissy, let me know if you want 1 or 2 rolls. And then David Music, let me know if you want one roll at $36. 36 is the price. Malcolm wants just one. Sissy, how about you? One or more than one at a 36 bin? Sissy will take one. David Music, would you like one at $36? 36 is the price. Would you like one at 36? David Music will bin one at 36. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, folks. Now we move on to another heavy hitter roll. This one's going to be going halvesies. We're going to bid one half the roll, 1942 D. Well, there's the reverse side of one. Very nice, clean looking coin. Let's flip that over so you can see the front side. Oh, these are sweet coins right here. 1942D in a beautiful roll. We're going to start this off with a $70 bid for half the roll. One half the roll at $70. Anybody want to bid a $70? $70. Anybody bid a $70? No, I think hours like as in number of hours you can drive in one day before you have to stop. There's laws about that. $70, one half the roll, 1942D, folks. 1942D. Greg Taylor says $70. $70 looking now for a bid of 75. Got $70 looking for a bid of 75. How about a bid of 75? Anybody bid of 75? 75. Anybody bid of 75? On half the roll, basically what I do is I'll just pour half of these off and send half to one person, half to the other person if they win, if two separate people win. Got $70 to Greg Taylor looking for a bid of 75. Looking for a bid of 75. Anybody bid of 75? Looking for a bid of 75. Anybody bid of 75? 9 to 75. Anybody bid of 75? Got 70 looking for a bid of 75. Any bid of 75? 75. Anybody bid of 75? $70 going once now, looking for a bid of 75. How about a bid of 75? Anybody bid of 75? Looking for a bid of 75. We got about a $160 roll here. 70 now, looking for 75. 75. Anybody bid of 75? Got Sissy with a 75. 75 now, 80. Anybody bid of 80? Look a bit of 89. Anybody bid of 80? 80 now, look a bit of 80 now. Anybody bid of 80? Looking for a bit of 80. Just poured a couple more coins out just to kind of show you guys the quality going through. A couple of little flex spots on that one. This one's beautiful, nice and clean. Full gem coin there. Greg Taylor at $80 now, looking for 85. 85. Anybody bid of 85? Look a bit of 85. Anybody bid of 85? Look a bit of 85. 90 bid a bit of 85. 85. 85. Anybody bid of 85? 85. Now we got 85. Robert Folk at 85. Looking for 90 now. 90. Anybody bid of 90? Look a bit of 90. How about a bit of 90? Looking for a bit of 90 now. Anybody bid of 90? Looking for a bit of 90. How about a bit of 90? Anybody bid of 90? 85. Looking for a bit of 90? No. 90. Anybody bid of 90? Looking for a bit of 90? Yeah, tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do these at a 75 bin. That's for half the roll. And I'll give all three of you an opportunity, starting with the highest bid first. There's Greg Taylor at 90. Okay, Greg Taylor, Robert Folk, and Sissy Atwell. You're going to get a $75 bin, half the roll. Half the roll, $75 bin. Now, Greg, do you want one half or do you want two halves at 75? Both halves would be $150 for the entire roll. You can get one half or you can get the whole roll, Greg. Whichever way you see it. You get the top half. Okay, Greg Taylor will take half. Robert Folk, do you want the other half at 75? You want the other half at 75 or you want to pass? And then I'll ask the same question to Sissy, whether you want to take the other half at 75 or pass. Robert Folk says pass. Sissy, you want the other half at 75, or would you like to pass? Sissy will take the other half. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We've got each half now sold at 75. I'll get those split up and get them mailed out. Here's our next roll up for bids. This is an original roll, still in the original paper, but it has been opened on the end, presumably to flip a coin. It was a 1954 Philadelphia roll from the Chase Manhattan Bank of, what is that, Big Steen Pine Street, New York 15. Here's the other end of the roll. It's got a beautiful toner on the other end of the roll with a little bit of woody going on here. Who knows how many of the coins in this roll might be like that. But it is a 1954 Philadelphia roll. Going to start this off at $35. 35, anybody bid at 35? Here's the other end of it. 35, anybody bid at 35? Look a bid at 35. Coins and ghouls at 35, now 40. Now 40, anybody bid at 40? Look for a bid of 40. Now anybody bid at 40? Looking for a bid of 40. How about a bid of 40? Anybody bid of 40? Look a bid of 40 now. Anybody bid of 40? Looking for a bid of 40. How about a bid of 40 now? Anybody bid of 40? $40. Anybody bid of 40? Looking for $40. Anybody bid of $40? Got 35. Going once. Looking for a bid of $40. Anybody bid of $40? Look a bid of 40. Anybody bid of 40? How about a bid of 38? There's a bid of 40. Midnight silver run of $40. $40 now. Looking for 45. 45. Anybody bid of 45? 45. Anybody bid of 45? Got coins and ghouls at 45. There's Bill. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Got 45 now, 50, 50. Anybody bid of 50? Looking for a bid of 50? How about a bid of 50? Now anybody bid of 50? 50. Midnight at 50, 50 now 55. 55. Anybody bid of 55? 55. Anybody bid of 55 now? 55. Anybody bid of 55? 55. Anybody bid of 55? Anybody bid of 55 out there? Anybody bid of 55? Got a $50 bid going once. Looking for a bid of 55. How about a bid of 55? Anybody bid of 55? We got Bill Crescent at 60 now. 60 now. Looking for 65. 65. Anybody bid of 65? Looking for 65. 65. How about a bid of 65? Anybody bid of 65? Coins and ghouls at 65 now. 70. Now 70. 70. Anybody bid of 70? Look a bid of 70. Now anybody bid of 70? Looking for a bid of 70? How about a bid of 70? Anybody bid of 70? 70. 70. Anybody bid of 70? Look a bid of 70. Now anybody bid of 70? Got 65 going once, looking for a bid of 70. How about a bid of 70? Anybody bid of 70? Looking for a bid of 70. 70, 70 now. Bill at 75. 75 now. 80. $80 bid. $80 bid now. Anybody bid of $80? Got Bill Crescent at 75. Looking for an $80 bid. $80 bid now. Anybody bid of $80? Look a bid of $80. Anybody bid of $80? 80, 80, 80. Anybody bid of $80? 75 now. Looking for $80. 75 going once. Looking for a bid of $80. $80 now. Anybody bid of $80? Look a bid of $80. How about a bid of $80? 75 going twice now. Looking for a bit of 80. Anybody bid of 80? Look a bit of 80 now. Anybody bid of 80? Last and final call. Looking for a bit of $80. $80. Anybody $80? Looking for a bit of $80? All right. We're sold to Bill at 75. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Awesome, awesome. Now, here's one I've not opened. This one's been taped shut, and it is a 1948S roll. 1948S. This one is near a $200 roll, but we're going to start off at $140. 140. 140 will get you started on this one. 140. I need a 140 bid. Anybody start me off with a 140 bid? At a 140 bid. Anybody 140? 140, $10 increments, 140. Start me off at 140, anybody 140. Looking for a 140, 140, anybody bid a 140. 1948S. That's not going to help you. Well, Sissy's at 140, 140 now 150. 150, anybody bid a 150? 150, now we got 140, looking for a bid of 150. How about a bid of 150, anybody bid a 150? 1948S is a wonderful year for RPMs. Lots of them listed in 1948S. It is also one of the more scarce years for the post-war S-Mint coins. It's one of the lower mintages. 49S is going to be your key date for the post-war S-Mints, but the 48S is next to that in the scarcity. 46S is only more valuable because 46S has a bunch of different kinds of RPMs and a bunch of different kinds of mint marks. But the 48S is always a really nice, and really tough roll to get. Got a 150 bid now, 150 from Bill Cresson, 150 now, looking for 160. 160, anybody bid a 160? 169, anybody bid a 160? Looking for a bid of 169, anybody bid a 160? Looking for 160. Well, hello, John Argent. I got Sissy now with 160. 160 now, looking for 170 bid. 170, anybody bid a 170? 170 now, this time 170, anybody bid a 170? Looking for a bid of 170? 170, looking for a bid of 170, anybody bid a 170? Got a bid of 160, going once, looking for a bid of 170. How about a bid of 170? Anybody bid a 170? Look a bid of 170. It's 1948S, 50 coins, full roll. Presumably an original roll. It's been taped shut for who knows how long. So there's a 170 bid now, looking for 180. 180, anybody bid a 180? 180, looking for a bid of 189. Anybody bid a 180? $180 bid, looking for 180. Anybody bid a 180? Look a bid of 180. Now, anybody bid a 180? $170 going once, looking for a bid of 180. Sissy is out. Thank you very much, Sissy. 170 looking for 180. This is a going once now. 170 looking for a bid of 180. Anybody bid a 180? Looking for a bid of 180. Anybody bid a 180? 170 going twice now, looking for a bid of 180. How about a bid of 180? Anybody bid a 180? Look a bid of 180. Now, anybody bid a 180? Last and final call, looking for a 180 bid. 180. Anybody bid a 180? And we're sold to Bill Cresson at 170. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it, sir. Next one. 1950 Philadelphia. 1950 Philadelphia. 50 Philadelphia is one of a number of years from Philadelphia in the 40s and 50s that are really, really hard to find. This is one of the last rolls I was actually able to obtain to finish off a set from 1940 to 1958. This was the last roll I found. These are not especially highly, a really low in mintage. They're not. There's nothing completely elusive about these, except you can't find 1950 rolls. I'm not really sure why. I've got sets that had been missing 1950 coins until I found a roll. So this 1950 roll, we're going to break it in half. We're going to sell it in halves at $70 a half. So here's how we will change the bidding for this. I'm going to start at $70. I'm going to start at $70. My first two bids at $70, get a half at $70. Then we get a 75 bid, 75, then both bids change to 75 or out. So $70, Bill Cresson at $70 for half. Anybody else bid a $70 for the other half? $70 for the other half. Anybody bid a $70? Looking for $70 for the other half. Yeah, you don't see 1950 plain. It's one of those completely elusive issues that you pretty much never see. All right, got Sissy for the other half at $70. 70. Now, if Bill wants the other half, he's going to have to go 75 on it. If Bill wants the other half, if he wants both halves, he has to go 75. 75 on the half. Any bid of 75. Looking for anyone to bid a 75. Any bid of 75. No bid of 75. Bill and Sissy split it at $70 apiece. If Sissy bids 75, then she automatically gets both halves if she wants them. Now Bill gets a 75. 75. Got a 75 now, looking for another bid of 75. Anybody bid a 75? Now Bill gets his half at 75. or call on both halves at 75. Sissy gets her half at 70. Or if she bids 75, it splits at 75. Stonecutter at 75, so now Bill and Stonecutter split the roll at 75. 75 now, 80. Anybody bid of 80? Look, a bid of 80. Sissy is out at 70 now. Sissy up at 80. 80 now then to Bill Crescent for the first bid at 75, and then Sissy at 80. So Sissy will take the first half at 80, Bill Crescent the second half at 75. Need a bid of $80 to change that. Bill bids 75. Sissy bids 80. Bill at 75. Bill can bid 80. Bill bids 85. Sissy's at 80. So we got half of it at 85, the other half at 80. Half at 85, the other half at 80. Any bid of 85? Any other bid of 85? Looking for another bid of 85? Any bid of 85? Got 85. Going once, looking for another bid of 85. Anybody bid of 85? Look, a bid of 85. Anybody bid of 85? 85 or 90 for dibs. 85 or 90 for dibs. Anybody 90? Stonecutter at 85. So we've got Bill and Stonecutter at 85. Need a $90 bid. Bill and Stonecutter at 85. Need a $90 bid. Anybody bid a $90? Looking for $90 now. 90. Anybody bid a $90? Got Bill and Stonecutter at 85. Splitting the roll. Need a $95 bid to cut in on half. Okay, Bill at 90 is going to take dibs at 90. He can get both halves or one at 90. Stonecutter is dibs at 85 on the second half if Bill doesn't want both. That's how that's going to work. Now we need a $90 bid. $90 bid will split it with Bill, and 95 will take dibs. Bill at $90 going once, looking for a bid of 90. Anybody bid a 90? Looking for another bid of 90. Anybody bid a 90? Look, a bid of 90. Bill at $90 will get dibs on both halves if he wants them. If he doesn't want both, Stonecutter will get the second half at 85. If Bill wants both halves, he gets them at 90 apiece. Another bid of $90 will split it with Bill. First call out. $90 bid. Need a $90 bid. Anybody bid a $90? Going twice now. Anybody bid a $90? Looking for a $90 bid. Anybody bid a $90? No bid a $90. Anybody bid a $90? Last and final coin. Last and final call. Looking for a $90 bid. 90, 90. Anybody bid a 90? Okay, we're sold. Bill, you have the first half at $90. First half at $90. At $90, you can get the second half if you want it. If you don't want the second half, you don't want to get the entire roll, Stonecutter gets the second half at 85. So you could take the whole roll at 180 or half at 90. Stonecutter gets the other half at 85 if you don't take the whole roll at 180. Okay, Bill takes both at 180. So put him down for 90 on each half, and he'll take the entire roll. I appreciate it, Bill. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone else for putting their bids in. Here's one that's kind of got me perplexed. This is a cigar tube, or some sort of a tube. And inside this, there is a 1953 S roll. Now, this 1953 S roll has at one point in its life been opened and then taped back shut. But this tape is so old. This tape appears to be older than me. So we have a 1953 S roll. Doesn't have a bank name on it. I'm presuming that it's a 1953 S because, well, that's what it says all over the paper on the outside. And, well, the butt end of it only shows a reverse, and a pretty nicely toned one at that. So on this, they're going to start this at $70. 70, and Bill gave me a $70 bid. 70 now, 80. 80 coins and ghouls at $80. $80 now, looking for 85. 85, anybody bid of 85? Look a bid of 85. Anybody bid of 85? Looking for a bid of 85 now, 85. Anybody bid of 85? Look a bid of 85. No bid of 85. Got Bill at 100 now. Bill at 100 now, 110. 110. Anybody bid of 110? Looking for a bid of 110 now. Anybody bid of 110? Look a bid of 110 now. Anybody bid of 110? Is there a die? No, I don't know. I don't think that's a die crack. That's not a common place for die cracks. Let's see. No, that's a scratch in the coin. Not a die crack. That's a scratch in the coin. Just being completely transparent about it. That is not a die crack, unfortunately. Bill at 100 now. Looking for a bid of 110. Anybody bid at 110? Look a bid of 110. Got a $100 bill going once. Looking for a bid of 110. How about a bid of 110? Anybody bid of 110? Look a bid of 110. 110 now. Anybody bid of 110? Look a bid of 110. No bid of 110. Got a 100 going twice now. Looking for a bid of 110. Anybody bid of 110? Look a bid of 110. Anybody bid of 110? No bid of 110. Sold the bill at 100. Thank you, Bill. I will put this back in its tube, and I will seal the tube shut again, and we will move on. I appreciate it very much. Next up, one of the toughest rolls of S-mints you'll ever see, and this one is a beauty. 1952S. We've got two halves of the roll here. I'm going to do it two halves of the roll at $70 a half. We're going to do it the same way we did the last one. First bid at $70 has dibs on both sides, on both halves. Second bid of $70 takes the second half. Then a bid of $75 takes dibs on either or both, and $70 gets the second one. And it keeps going like that. So we got Coins and Ghouls and then Bill Crusson. Splitting it at $70. Need a bid of $75. $75. Anybody bid of $75? $75. Anybody bid of $75? Steven at $75. Steven at $75 now. He has one half or has dibs on both. And Coins and Ghouls with the first bid at $70 gets the other half. Bill Crusson at $80. Coins and Ghouls at $80 now. So we got Bill and Coins and Ghouls splitting it at $80. $80 now, looking for $85. $85. Anybody bid of $85? Looking for a bid of $85. How about a bid of $85? Anybody bid of $85? We got a $220 plus roll here, splitting at $90 now. $90 and now for $85 to Sissy. $90 and $85, Bill and Sissy. Or Bill has dibs. He can get, since he's got the highest bid, he can get both halves if he wants to at his highest bid. That's what it means to have the highest bid. You can take one or both. If you don't want both, the next highest bid takes the second one. So we got Bill at 90, Sissy at 85, looking for another bid of 90. Anybody bid of 90? Looking for another bid of 90? Anybody bid of 90? 90 for the other? Anybody bid of 90? Looking for a $90 bid. Going once, looking for a $90 bid. Anybody bid of $90? 90, anybody bid of $90? Got 90 now going twice, looking for a bid of 95. 95, 90, 95. Anybody 90, 95? Sissy bids a 90 to split. So we got a bid of 90 to split. So we Bill and Sissy split at 90, need a bid of 95 to get dibs. A split of 90. Looking for a 95 now. 95, anybody bid of 95? Look a bid of 95. 95, anybody bid of 95? Need a money bid of 95. Look a money bid of 95. Anybody bid of 95? 95, no bid of 95. 90 going once. Looking for a bid of 95 now. 95, anybody bid of 95? Look a bid of 95. 95, 95, anybody bid of 95? Got 90 now, looking for a bid of 95 going twice. Looking for a bid of 95. 95, anybody bid of 95? Last and final call, looking for a bid of 95. How about a bid of 95? Anybody bid of 95? All right, I'm sold. And Bill gets the first half at 90, Sissy the other half at 90. Bill half at 90, Sissy the other half at 90. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Next up, boys and girls, something I wouldn't generally ever offer, but here we go. 1946S, and, well, there's some woody going on this coin. I do not know what's going on underneath. No idea what's going on underneath here. But we're going to start this off at $70. $70, I got $140 for an entire roll. $140 on a $200 roll. Starting at $70 a half. Anybody bid at $75? $70, $70 bid. Anybody bid at $70? 70 for half the roll. Anybody 70 for half the roll. Or dibs for the entire roll at 70 if nobody else bids. Need a $70 bid for half the roll, 1946S. Sissy gives me a $70 bid. We got 70 now, looking for another 70. 70, anybody bid a 70, look a bid of 70 now, anybody bid a 70. 70 looking for a bid of 70. Got Steven with a bid of 70. Now we got to split it. $70, now looking for 75. 75, anybody bid a 75, look a bid of 75. Got 70 with Sissy and Steven splitting at 70. Now it's Bill at 75. Bill at 75, Coins and Ghouls 75. Now we got Sissy at 80, Coins and Ghouls at 70, or Bill at 75. I'm sorry, Sissy at 80, Bill at 75. Now we've got Coins and Ghouls at 85, Bill at 85, Sissy at 90 takes over. Sissy has dibs at 90, first half. Coins and Ghouls at 85. 90 and 85, need a bit of 90. Need another bit of 90, anybody bid of 90. Looking for another bit of 90, now anybody bid of 90, look a bit of 90, now anybody bid of 90. We got 90 and 85, 90 and 85, need another bit of 90. How about a bit of 90 or 95? Anybody bid of 90, 95, anybody bid of 90, 95. Got 90 going once, looking for a bit of 90 or 95. Anybody 90, 95, anybody 90, 95. 90 going twice now, looking for a bit of 90 or 95, 90 or 95, anybody 90, 95. Coins and Ghouls splits it now at 90. Got Sissy and Coins and Ghouls at 90 apiece, looking for 95. 95, anybody bid of 95? Anybody bid at 95? 95 will get you the first half of the roll, which is the coin you're looking at, or it will get you dibs on getting both half the rolls at your bid, 95. With a $90 split, each of you get a half. So it's $90 and $90. 90, looking for a bid of 95. Take control at 95. Bill at 95 now. Bill at 95, looking for 100. Looking for another 95 or 100. Another 95 or 100. Anybody another 95 or 100? Another 95 or 100. Anybody bid a 90, another 95. Another 95. Looking for another looking for another 95. Anybody bid a 95? Look at a 95. Anybody bid a 95? 95 or 100. Going once at a 95. Looking for another bid of 95 or 100. So right now we have Sissy and Bill Crescent. Coins and Ghouls was second at 90. So Sissy or Bill Crescent. Need a $95 bid to split it with Bill. Going twice now, looking for a bid of 95. Anybody bid of 95? Last and final call, looking for a bid of 95. How about a bid of 95? Anybody bid of 95? All right, we're sold to William Crescent and to Sissy Atwell. Bill, do you want the whole roll or do you want half the roll? I'm sorry, I meant to ask you that. Need to ask if you want the whole roll. It'd be $190 for the entire roll if you want both ends. Or you can just take one at 95 and Sissy will get the other at 90. Okay, Bill takes half at 95. Sissy takes the other half at 90. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for your bids. And we move on. Another tough roll, folks. This is 1950D. And this 1950D roll is in one of the types of tubes that you cannot get into without some heat. It's Megrig & Sons, so it's relatively certain that nobody has seen the contents of this roll since it was wrapped, or since it was put together. We're going to start this at $40, only $40, for what is almost certainly an original roll of 1950D that have never been seen by anyone except the people who wrapped it. So we got Bill at 50, and this is a $50 start. It's a $40 start. I'm sorry, $40 start. We got Bill at 50. Looking for a bit of 55. Coins and Ghouls at 75. 75 now, looking for a bit of 80. Now looking for a bit of 80. Anybody bit of 80, look a bit of 80. 80 now, anybody bit of 80, look a bit of 80. How about a bit of 80? Anybody bit of 80, look a bit of 80 now. Bill Crescent at $80 now, 85. 85, anybody bit of 85. 85 now, anybody bit of 85. 85, 85, anybody bit of 85, look a bit of 85. 85. Anybody 85, 85, 85, 85. Okay, there's Coins and Ghouls at 85. 85 now, 90. Anybody bid a 90, look a bit of 90 now. Anybody bid a 90. 90, 90. Anybody bid a 90, look a bit of 90 now. Anybody bid a 90. Coins and ghouls at 85, looking for a bid of 90. Looking for a bid of 90 now. Anybody bid of 90? This is on the entire 50 coin roll, so there's only one bid taken. Bill at 95, coins and ghouls at 100. 100 now 110. 110, anybody bid in 110? 110, looking for a bid of 110 now. Anybody bid of 110? Coins and ghouls at 100, looking for a bid of 110. We've got Bill out. I appreciate it, Bill. Thank you. Got coins and ghouls at 100, looking for a bid of 110. 110, anybody bid of 110? Look, bid of 110. Got Crispy with a bid of 110 now. Crispy with a bid of 110, looking for 120. 120, anybody bid of 120? Looking for a bid of 120 now. Anybody bid of 120? Look, a bid of 120. How about a bid of 120? Anybody bid of 120? Got 110, looking for a bid of 120 going once. Looking for a bid of 120. How about a bid of 120? Anybody bid of 120? At 110 now, looking for a bid of 120 going twice. Now looking for a bid of 120. Anybody bid of 120? Look, a bid of 120. How about a bid of 120? Anybody bid of 120? Last and final call. Looking for a bid of 120. How about a bid of 120? Anybody bid of 120? All right, we're sold at 110. Crispy Mofo, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, how about this? 1954D, original roll, 1954D, and that's what it looks like anyhow. There's no bank name on these, but they do appear to have some pretty nice toning on them. Oh, look at that. How about that rainbow toning? Let's start this off at $21. 21, anybody bid of 21? $21 now. 21, anybody bid of 21? Need a bid of 21? How about a bid of 21? 21, anybody bid of 21? Original roll of 1954D. Hey, Jim. Party crasher, aren't you? How you doing, brother? Hope you're having fun down there in, whatever island, South Carolina. Stonecutter 21, Greg Taylor 25, Bill at 30. Bill at 30 now, looking for a bit of 31. 31, anybody bid of 31? Look a bit of 31 now, anybody bid of 31? Look a bit of 31. How about a bit of 31? Got a bit of 35. Greg Taylor 35 now, looking for 36. 36, anybody bid of 36? Looking for 36 now, anybody bid of 36? Now Stonecutter a bit of 40. Now Bill at 50. Now Bill at 50. Now 50, 55. 55. Look for a bit of 55. How about a bit of 55? 55. Anybody? Anybody bit of 55? Look a bit of 55. How about a bit of 55? 55. Now anybody bit of 55? $55. Stephen with a bit of 55. 55 now 60. 60. Anybody bit of 60? Look a bit of 60. How about a bit of 60? Anybody bit of 60? Look a bit of 60 now. Anybody bit of 60? Got Bill with a bit of 70. Bill with a bit of 70 now. 75. 75. Anybody bit of 75? Look a bit of 75. How about a bit of 75? Anybody bit of 75? Looking for a bit of 75 now. 75. Anybody bit of 75? No bit of 75? Looks like I'm going to be going once at 70, looking for a bit of 75. 75, 90, but a bit of 75. Look a bit of 75. How about a bit of 75? 70 with a bit of 75 going twice. Now anybody bit of 75? Look a bit of 75. Anybody bit of 75? Look a bit of 75. Hey, I've got a secret for you. We're going to stop bidding. Okay, I see Stonecutter 75. That was put in there about the same time. So I see a 75 as well. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop bidding right there. No need to keep going because I got you a stop. And everybody's going to get their chance, okay? But we're going to do these. We're going to do these at $50. I'm going to do these at a bin at $50. I've got 5 rolls total. I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got them all lined up here. I'm going to go with Stonecutter first because he was the first one after stop bidding, and it was really, really close anyway. So Stonecutter, you want one at $50? He'll probably take one at 50. And then Bill get one at 50. And then Stephen A. give you a chance to get one at 50. Right? Okay, I know that Bill wants 2 if we can get around to him. We're going to do Stephen A. at 50, and then we're going to offer one to Greg Taylor at 50. And then 2 Sissy Atwell at 50. Stephen A. will take one at 50. Let's see, Greg Taylor. Sorry, Greg Taylor. I need to offer to Greg Taylor now. Greg Taylor will take one. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sold. I need to offer to one more person, Sissy Atwell. She'll take one. So we've got 5 sold, and that's all I had available at the moment was the 5, and we got them sold at 50 apiece. But let's see. Let me do this though. I do have a few more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend that offer for another few to see what happens. And let's see. Okay, so what we've got is we've got 5 people. We've got Stonecutter, Bill Crescent, Stephen A., Greg Taylor, and Sissy Atwell, who will each take one. Malcolm would like one. I'm going to give one to Malcolm. I'm going to go ahead and give 2 to Bill Crescent because he wants 2. And I have a couple more if anybody else wants one. If anybody else wants one, just go ahead and say bin one, and I'll get you one at $50. Anybody else who wants one, I can get you one at $50. One at $50. Anybody wants one at $50. I've got a couple left. All from the same source. All with the same wrapper. No others at 50? All right. Thank you very much. We will move on. Hello, Ant. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. 50 Ant for, Stonecutter wants another one. Okay. So hang on a second here. Ant, we're doing rolls of original B rolls of 1954D Lincoln cents. Original rolls. These are original as original gets. Here's a different one. Different one than the one I showed. It's got nice toning on the end coin, and this one's got nice toning on this end as well. We'll offer them at $50 a piece. You can get one of these at $50 if you want one. Penny Hoarder will take one. I appreciate it. If nobody else speaks up in the next couple of seconds, I'm going to go ahead and move on. We have 9 sold now. Looking to sell one more. If I can sell one more, anybody wants it at $50. It's 1954D. Original bank wrapped roll. It's an original machine wrapped roll from an original source. Ant 2242 will take one. I appreciate it, Ant. Thank you very much. All right. Moving on. I appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much. We're going to go to something that is truly scarce, truly difficult to find. This is a 1951S roll. The thing about this 1951S roll is it has been locked inside of this Megrig tube for eons. I have no idea how long. I've never seen inside of this. I have no idea what's inside. But this is a 1951S BU roll, the entire thing. All 50 coins available to you right now with a start bid of $70. $70 going to be started at $70. Anybody with a $70 bid? 70. Anybody bid a 70? Looking for 70 now? Anybody bid a 70? Looking bid a 70 now? Anybody bid a 70? They're not that tough to open, Penny Hoarder. Not if you have a little heat gun. Heat gun will get you into this, no problem at all. They're easy to get into. Use a heat gun. You put a glove on. You back off about 8-10 inches, and you blow it for a while, blow the cap for a while, and pull it off with a pair of pliers that'll pull right off. And then you heat the rest of the tube, and eventually the coins just start pouring right out of the tube. It's not a big deal at all. Coins and gold starts me off at $80. $80 start now, looking for 85. Anybody bid of 85? Look a bid of 85. Anybody bid of 85? I wouldn't sell them if you couldn't get the coins out. I can get the coins out easily, and if you want me to do it before I ship it to you, I can do that too. I can get the coins out for you. because I don't have a problem with doing it. It takes about 5 minutes. 80 now, 85. Anybody a bit of 85? Look, a bit of 85. Eric with a bit of 85. Hello, Eric. Got a bit of 85. 85 now. 85, 90. 90, anybody a bit of 90? Looking for a bit of 90, 90, bit of 90? Nope, don't need a PVC cutter. Don't need vice grips. All you need is a glove to keep the heat gun from burning your hand and a pair of pliers to get at the tough part of getting the cap off. Once you got the cap off, the rest of it's simple. Coins and ghouls at $90. 90 now, 95. 95, anybody a bit of 95? Looking for a bit of 95 now, a bit of 95. This is an original roll, 1951S, never been opened. Can't open it. Wouldn't open it. But I can prove it to you. That's as hard as I can twist this thing, and I'm not going anywhere with it. It's got tape around it. It's been closed for longer than I've been around. I know this thing's been closed since before I was born. Most of these ones that are sealed tight like this, that are really, really tight rolls, have been in there since the early 1960s, and I was born in the late 60s, so pretty safe saying this has probably been sealed since before I was born. Got a $90 bid. Look for 95. 95, anybody a bit of 95? Hello, Kelly. 95, 90, but a bit of 95. Looking for a bit of 95. 90 going once. Looking for a bit of 95. How about a bit of 95? Anybody a bit of 95? 95, anybody a bit of 95? 90 going twice now. Looking for a bit of 95. 95, anybody a bit of 95? Looking for a bit of 95. Anybody a bit of 95? Last and final call. Looking for a bit of 95. Anybody a bit of 95? 95? We're sold at 90 now to Coins and Ghouls. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. This is where the excitement comes from right here. 1943D. BU roll. Whole roll. 1943D. We're going to do this in halves. We're going to do it in halves just like the other rolls that we've done, but this is an entire roll of BU 1943D. I do not know what all is in here. I have no clue. Wouldn't even know that the top coin had little dots on it like that. So we're going to start this off. We're going to do these at $90 a half to start. $90 a half. You get a half a roll at $90. 1943D BU steel cents. Start me off at $90. $90 for the half the roll. $90. Anybody $90? Looking for $90. Anybody bid of $90? 90. Anybody bid of 90? Look a bit of 90. 90. Bid a bit of 90. Got penny hoarder at 90. 90 now 100. Now, no, I need another 90. Need another 90. Anybody bid of 90? Look a bit of 90 now. Anybody bid of 90? No reveals tonight, Kelly. I'm going to finish off the reveals and the pulls that I had already sold from last week. And then we'll do reveals again next week. Got a $90. $90 start. Looking for 90. Anybody bid of 90? Look a bit of 90 now. Got $90. $90 gets dibs on both halves. Or one. Another 90 gets a tie, which gives you each a half. A 95 gets dibs on both. 95 would get dibs on both. So a 90 or 95. 90 or 95. Anybody bid a 90 or 95? 90 or 95. Anybody bid a 90 or 95? We got $90 going once. Looking for a bit of 90 or 95. Hello, Donna Mac. How are you doing tonight? Got a bit of 90. Looking for a bit of 90 or 95. For the other half the roll. Got a 90, looking for a 90 or 95, 90 or 95, anybody bid a 90 or 95? Here's a few of the other coins in this roll. They're all nice coins, but some of these are in a little better condition than others. Like there's one right there, it's got some spotting on it. I haven't looked inside this roll before now, so I have no idea exactly what's in here. All right, we're sold penny hoarder. Penny hoarder, you want half the roll at 90 or you want the whole thing at 180? You can have half at 190 or the whole thing at 180, either way. Okay, penny hoarder will take half. Does anyone else want the other half at 90? Anybody else want the other half at 90? Speak up quickly or I'll move on. Give me the other half at $90. Anybody $90 on the other half? All right, no bids at 90 on the other half. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Penny hoarder, I'll pull off half the roll and send it to you. I opened this roll and I just about defecated. Seriously. This is one hot deal right here. I've got a few of these coins out so you guys can see them. I've got 2 or 3 rolls from an original source on this. This is one of those rolls. It's 1937. 1937, it's an entire BU roll. I'm going to split it in half. An entire BU roll, split it in half. We're going to be doing each half. Let's move on down to 23. I'll go back up to 19. Sorry. We'll do each half at 125. 125 each half. You're looking at a 250 roll right now if you get the entire thing. 125 per half. It's a 50 coin roll, 1937. It's 1937 BU. Many of these coins are gem. Let's start at 125 a half. 125 for the half roll. Anybody want a 125 half roll? 1937. 125. Anybody bid a 125? Looking for 125 now to start? 125. Anybody start me at 125? 125. Anybody start at 125? 125. Now start at 125. Half the roll. 125. Anybody bid a 125? Look, bid a 125. Now anybody bid a 125? Going once to pass at 125. Anybody bid a 125? Looking for 125. Start on half the roll. Anybody bid a 125? Going twice to pass on 125. Anybody bid a 125? Need a 125. Last and final call. Looking for 125. Get me started at 125. Anybody start me at 125? All right, we'll pass on lot number 23. Sometimes people just aren't prepped to buy a half roll of 1930s Lincoln cents like that. So, take my shot at it and see what happens, right? Okay, next item is going to be another single coin. So I'm going to switch back over to the slideshow. And this will be our next single coin. It is a 1951 D over S. This is the FS 512. It's OMM number 2. Here is a picture of the up close. OMM number 2, 1951 D. D over S, OMM number 2. This is this actual coin. Photograph of this actual coin. I'm going to start this off at $55. $55. This is a 1951 D over S 512. It's MS65 red by NGC. MS65 red NGC. I'm going to start this off at $55. 55. Anybody bid a 55? 55. Looking for a bid of 55. Anybody bid a 55? 55. Anybody bid a 55? 55. Get me started. 55. Anybody started 55? Sissy at 55. Now 60. Now 60. Anybody bid a 60? Look a bit of 60. How about a bit of 60? There's John. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you two stopped by. I see my friends once in a while. I like to see you guys once in a while. I know you're busy. Got a 55 from Sissy now, looking for 60. 60. Anybody bid a 60? Looking for $60 bid. Anybody bid a $60? Look a bid of $60. How about a bid of $60? 69. Anybody bid a $60? Got a $55 bid going once, looking for 60. Anybody bid a 60? Looking for a bid of 69. Anybody bid a 60? Got Bill Crescent at 60. Bill Crescent at 60 now, 65. 65. Anybody bid a 65? Looking for 65. Now anybody bid a 65? No, I didn't find this one. I purchased this one actually. We're looking for a bit of 65 now. 65. Anybody bid a 65? 65. Anybody bid a 65? 65 now. Look a bit of 65. Anybody bid a 65? Got $60 looking for a $65 bid. Anybody bid a 65? 65. Anybody bid a 65? Got $60 going once looking for a bid of 65. Looking for a bid of 65. Now anybody bid of 65. Looking for a bid of 65. Got a $60 bid going twice now. Looking for a bid of 65. Last and final call. Looking for a bid of 65. Anybody bid of 65. Looking for a bid of 65. 65. Anybody bid of 65. We're sold now to Bill Crescent at $60. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Boys and girls, sometimes you'll have a coin that only shows once in a lifetime. Nope. There you go. Only once in a lifetime does a coin like this show up. Very, very scarce to find. Very, very scarce in any measure of the word. We've got this. A 1956D. This is RPM number 1, 1956D. This is certified MS66 red. Certified MS66 red. It is the FS501 RPM number 1. You don't remember what that looks like? This is your coin right here. 1956D RPM number 1 in an MS66 red holder. Nicest one I've ever seen. Very few ever come nicer. This is one right here that you may never see again like this. Very few graded. Very, very few ever graded higher. $130. Get us started at $130. Sissy Atwell at $130 now, $140. Now $140. Anybody bid at $140? Looking for $140 now. Anybody bid at $140? Looking bid at $140. $140 now. Anybody bid at $140? Got a $130 bid now, looking for $140. $140, anybody bid at $140? This is the strongest RPM in the entire wheat cent series. The strongest RPM in the entire wheat cent series. Oh, did I forget to add that this is the plate coin for Coppercoins? It's the plate coin for Coppercoins. Robert Sumner, are you registered to bid? If you've already registered to bid with us, we can recognize the bid. Otherwise, you'll have to register before you can bid. So just let me know if you've already registered. I'm off to check the sheet right now. I don't remember if I've got you registered. Okay, let me check on Robert first. Check on that first real quickly. Okay, I don't have a Robert Sumner ready to register. Yeah, you'll need to register. Here's our email address. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. All you have to do is send us an email that tells us what your, well, obviously your screen name is Robert Sumner, but put that in there so I'll be able to link you back, and then give us your PayPal email address so that we'll know where to send an invoice. As soon as that happens, as soon as we receive that, I will be able to get you an invoice and you can bid. So right now we got Sissy at 155. Sissy at 155, looking for 160. Bill Crescent at 160 now, looking for 165. I'm sorry, 145, 155. We needed 165. 165, Bill. It's $10 increments. Needed 165 to bid. 165. Anybody bid at 165? We got Sissy at let's see, yeah, Mike bid 140 over Sissy's 130. Then he bid himself 145. Bid himself 145, Sissy bid 155, and now Mike bids 165. Mike at 165, looking for 175. 175 now, 175, anybody bid at 175. 175, 175, anybody bid at 175. 175 now, anybody bid at 175. Got Sissy at 175, 175 now, 185. 185, anybody bid at 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 185. Nicest RPM in the entire Lincoln wheat cent series. Got 175 from Sissy, looking for 185. Bill at 185 now. Bill at 185 now. 195. 195. Anybody bid at 185? 195. 195. Anybody bid at 195? I've got the actual coin set up under here right now. There it is. Full MS66 red by NGC. Yes, this Kelly, this is what will be the MDS coin. Yes. I believe I've already put it in there, but I'm not sure. If I haven't, I know I've already got the pictures taken. I can't remember if I actually put it in here today or not. But it was today, so that's why I can't remember. 1956D RPMs. No, I did not get it in here today, but I will get it in there tomorrow. But it is the MDS. It's going to be the MDS, or is it the LDS? Either way, it's going in there as the plate coin. Right, let me go back and check the... Jess, can you check the email for Robert Sumner? And as soon as it comes in, let me know. So we've got Mike Leapline now. I said, no, wait a minute. We got Mike Leapline at 200, needs a 205. We're on the fives now because we started this off on the fives. Mike was a 165, Sissy 175, Bill at 185, Sissy at 195. Sissy at 195 needed 205. 205, $10 up. 205. We need a 205 bid. Anybody bid at 205? 205 now. Anybody bid at 205? 205. Need a next bid of 205. Anybody bid at 205? 205. Anybody bid at 205? No bid at 205. Need a bid at 205. Now 205. 195. Going once. Looking for a bid at 205. 205. Anybody bid at 205? Okay, Robert Sumner is registered. You are registered. Good to bid. I appreciate it. Thank you and welcome to the family. You are welcome to bid at this point. Got a 195 from Sissy Atwood looking for 205. 205. Anybody bid at 205? 195 going twice now. Looking for 205. Mike at 205. Mike at 205 looking for 215. 215. Anybody bid at 215? 215 now. Looking for a bid at 215. Sissy is out. Got a 205. Mike Leapline 205 looking for a bid of 215. 215. Anybody bid at 215? Look a bid at 215. 215. Now anybody bid at 215? Look a bid at 215. Anybody bid at 215? All right, I got you blue also, Robert Sumner. Thank you very much. 205. Now looking for a bid at 215. 215. Anybody bid at 215? Look a bid at 215. Anybody bid at 215? 205. Going once. Looking for a bid at 215. 215. Anybody bid at 215? Nobody at 215. 215. 205 going twice. Now looking for a bid at 215. 215. Anybody bid at 215? Last and final call at 205. Looking for a bid at 215. 215. Anybody bid at 215? Sold at 205. Mike Leapline, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. God, I still want to call you Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye. I like that name. Why'd you ditch that name? That was a good name. All right, appreciate it, Mike. I got one more single to sell. One more single today. And let me go back to the slideshow. And I can show you that single. No, we've actually got two more. I'm sorry. We've got two more. This one is a 1968 Denver DDR number 1, major DDR. You may not be able to see it in this picture, but you certainly will in this one. Major double die reverses is a nice MS65 reddish coin. It's a gem red. I've got a choice to gem red on here, and I'm going to start it at $275. $275 only, $275. Anybody bid at $275? Look at the spread on that thing, man. That's an amazing spread. These things are rare. Yes, Sissy. That's who. Yeah, Hawkeye, Mike Leapline. So we got $275 to start this one. $275 to start. Anybody bid at $275? Going to call me Hawkeye. That's fine, Jack. Okay, you call me Jack. I'll call you Hawkeye. These are extremely scarce, folks. 1968D, 1DR001. This one also is the plate coin. This is the one that I was referring to earlier. Even though the 56D, we did get photos of it, and we will be using it as a plate coin. It'll be the LDS plate coin. This one is the MDS plate coin for 1968D, 1DR001. That means that the coin that you're looking at here, the coin that you get in this auction, is the one that we photographed for Coppercoins.com. So everyone looking up this die will be looking up your coin. Start this off at $275. Anybody bid at $275? This is a $400 coin in this condition. $400 coin at $275. $275 to start. Anybody bid at $275? Very scarce double die here. Starting at $275. Anybody bid at $275? Wants to pass at $275. Looking for a bid at $275. Anybody to start at $275? $25 increments on this one. Start me at $275. Anybody to start at $275? $275. Anybody bid at $275? Twice to pass now at $275. Anybody bid at $275? Last and final call. Looking for $275. Bum 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 bum. And I'll pass. I'll pass on this one at $275. If you want it at $275, you can always speak up and let me know before I put it up for sale again. Say, hey, Chuck, you still got that 68 double die? And if I do, I'll certainly let you know I do. Got one more single here. We passed on this one. And we will move on to this. 1954D RPM number 1. 1954D RPM number 1. That's an FS501 listing. This is what it looks like. And we're going to start this one at $45. 45 only, 45. Anybody bid at 45? Looking for a bid at 45? How about a bid at 45 now? Anybody bid at 45? 45? Get me started. $45. 1954D FS501. Cherry picker listed, Lincoln Center RPM. This is actually a D over D over D, north and south, but by the time you get to LDS, the D in the south kind of wears out almost completely. I mean, it's not hardly visible at all. The north D is very, very visible. Got Robert Sumner, 45. Sissy goes to 50. 50 now. 50 looking for a bid of 55. 55 now. Anybody bid of 55? 55. Looking for a bid of 55. How about a bid of 55? Anybody bid of 55? 55, 55. Anybody bid of 55? Got Sissy with a bid of 50. Looking for a bid of 55. 55 now. Anybody bid of 55? Got Robert with a bid of 55. Robert with a bid of 55 now. 60. 60. Anybody bid of 60? Looking for $60 bid now. 60. Anybody bid of 60? Looking for a bid of 60 now. 60 now. Anybody bid of 60? No bid of 60. Got 55. Going once. Looking for a bid of 60 now. 60 now. Looking for a bid of 60. Anybody bid of 60? Is it not nice? I'm telling you. MS66 is even more scarce. That's for sure. Even more beautiful. But 64 is going to be kind of tough to find. 66 is real tough. 66, those are rare, actually. We've got a $60 bid now. 60, Sissy Atwell, 60 now, looking for 65. 65, looking for a bid of 65. 65, anybody bid of 65? 65, looking for a bid of 65 now, anybody bid of 65? Need a bid of 65. How about a bid of 65? Anybody bid of 65? Look a bid of 65. 65 now, anybody bid of 65? $60, looking for a bit of 65. $60 going once now, looking for a bit of 65. 65, anybody bit of 65? Look a bit of 65. $60 going twice now, looking for a bit of 65. 65, anybody bit of 65? Looking for a bit of 65. Anybody bit of 65? Looking for a bit of 65. Sold to Sissy at 65. I appreciate it, Sissy. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I sold at 60. Sold at 60 to Sissy. I appreciate it, Sissy. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the microscope shot because I have a rule or two here. My rule or two here is this. Look at those lines. Isn't that nifty? Here's the other side. Uh-oh. We've got butts on both ends. But this is a this is the 1958D Fed Reserve Bank of Cleveland. Fed Reserve Bank of Cleveland original bank wrapped roll. 1958D. 1958D. Anybody want to start me? $18. 18. Anybody start me at 18? Original bank wrap roll. 1958D. $18 start. Anybody with an $18 start? 18. Anybody bid of 18? Mac with a $20 bid. Now 21. 21. Anybody bid of 21? Look a bit of 21. 21 now. Anybody bid of 21? Look a bit of 21. 21, look a bit of 21. How about a bit of 21? Anybody bit of 21? Got Carl at 21, Kelly at 24. Kelly's at 24, now 25. 25, anybody bit of 25? Got Robert Sumner at 30, now 31. 31, anybody bit of 31? Look a bit of 31. Okay, Donna, I appreciate it. You take care of yourself, okay? Give me a shout sometime. Got Mac at 31, now Coins and Ghouls at 32. Coins and Ghouls at 32, look for a bit of 33, now 33, anybody bit of 33? Got Coins and Ghouls at 32, looking for a bit of 33. 33, anybody bit of 33? Looking for a bit of 33, how about a bit of 33? 33, now anybody bit of 33? 33. Got Robert Sumner 35, 35, now 36. Now 36, anybody bit of 36? Look a bit of 36, now 36, anybody bit of 36? Got Carl at 36, Coins and Ghouls tries 36, now needs 37. Now 37, 37 the bid, anybody bit of 37? Looking for a bit of 37, anybody bit of 37? Look a bit of 37. 37, now anybody bit of 37? Got Robert Sumner at 40. Robert Sumner at 40 now, 41. 41, anybody bit of 41? 41 now, anybody bit of 41? 41, 41, anybody bit of 41? Look a bit of 41 now, anybody bit of 41? Okay, I'm going to stop the bidding here. I'm going to stop the bidding here because I have a few of these. I'm going to offer them in descending order from the top bidder down, Robert Sumner. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer these. You guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this? At a $25 bin. $25 bin. $25 bin starting from the top down. Order as many as you want. Bin at 25. So I've got Robert Sumner coming in first. Then I've got Carl Ignatz, Coins and Ghouls. And then I've got Mac. And then I've got, who else do I have here? Let's see, I got Robert again, then Kelly Michaud. So Kelly Michaud. And let's see, Carl's already in there. And then I've got Bill Crusson will come in next. So there's my list. Robert will take 2. So Robert will take 2. And then Carl Ignatz I'm looking for next. Coins and Ghouls wants 1, but Carl, I need a number from you. See if you want any of these. Greg Taylor comes after the end of the list. He has a lower priority than the 6 people I listed. Carl takes 2. So Carl takes 2. Coins and Ghouls takes 1. Mac takes 1. Kelly Michaud wants 2. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about what I did to you there, Jessica. Let's see. What do we have? We have Mac for 2. We have Kelly for 2. And then we had Greg Taylor for 1. And then Carl already got his 2. So he wants 2. Let's see, we got Kelly. Bill Crusson never spoke up again. So, Bill, how many would you like, sir? Penny Hoarder, likely we will. I don't see where Kurt Pierce came in here. Am I missing something? I'm on live chat. I don't see Kurt Pierce in here. Okay. Greg Taylor takes 1. And, well, if Bill Crusson, you have priority if you want 1 or 2 or 3. Otherwise, Penny Hoarder, I have 3 left. So I guess you can go ahead and give me yours. Penny Hoarder wants 1. I'll give David Music 1. And then Bill, if Bill wants 1, he can come in and get 1. And I will hold one for Bill because he did bid. All right. Appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much. And I'll move on to my Mac was a 1, not a 2. Mac was at 1. Mac was at 1, not 2. So Mac only gets 1. So now I've got 2 that I can do for Bill Crescent or none, or whatever he does want. Bill, how far up did Bill bid? Bill bid to 25. So Bill Crescent, let me know if you want more. I have up to 2 more for you. We'll do it that way. All right. I appreciate it, everybody. We've got David in there. We've got Penny Hoarder in there, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and run this next. This is going to be our last lot for the night. Last lot for the night, 1957. Philadelphia BU tube drill. It's got that really old tape on it. But I think this one might have been... Yes, this one has been opened. So this one's been opened. God, look at the condition of that coin on the end. She's really pretty. She's really pretty. Okay, we're going to start this off at $12, $12 bid. Anybody with a $12 bid? 1957 Philadelphia. Full roll, 1957 Philadelphia. Start me off at $12. Jim Fletcher at 20. Got Jim at 20 looking for a bid of 21. Now 21. Anybody bid of 21? Need a bid of 21. How about a bid of 21? Anybody bid of 21? 21, 21. Anybody bid of 21? Anybody bid of 21? Got $20 going once, looking for a bid of 21. Anybody bid of 21? Got Greg Taylor at 21. Coins and goals at 21. Now 22. 22. Anybody bid of 22? Look a bid of 22. Now anybody bid of 22? This is our last lot for the evening. We got Robert Sumner at 24. 24. Now 25. 25. Anybody bid of 25? 25. Now anybody bid of 25? 25. Anybody bid of 25? Got Sissy at 25. Greg Taylor at 25. 25. Sissy Taylor. Or, I'm sorry, not Sissy Taylor. Sissy Atwell. I'm trying to get you two together or something. I don't know what I'm doing here. Sissy Atwell at 25. 25. Now 26. 26. Anybody bid at 26? I have dyslexia. I read all kinds of things backwards. Robert at 26. Robert at 26. Now 27. 27. Anybody bid at 27? 27. Anybody bid at 27? Need a bid of 27. How about a bid of 27? Anybody bid of 27? Crispy at 27. Now 28. 28. Anybody bid of 28? Looking for 28. Now anybody bid of 28? Look a bid of 28. How about a bid of 28? 28. 28. Look a bid of 28. Now anybody bid of 28? I appreciate it, Penny Hoarder. You have a great night too. Yeah, that's right, Mac. I'm getting myself in trouble too because I know Sissy's sitting right next to Hubs. 28. Greg Taylor. Now 29. Coins and ghouls. 29. Now 30. 29 now 30. Anybody bid of 30? Look a bid of 30. How about a bid of 30? Anybody bid of 30? Look a bid of 30. 29 need a bid of 30. Anybody bid of 30? Look a bid of 39. Anybody bid of 30? 30. Anybody bid of 30? Look a bid of 39. Anybody bid of 30? No bid of 30. Look a bid of 29 going once. Now look for a bid of 30. 29 going once. Look for a bid of 39. Anybody bid of 30? Greg Taylor $30 now 31. 31. Anybody bid of 31? Crispy at 30, trying for 31. 31, now anybody bid at 31. I know that, right? Right, Sissy? 30 now, 31. Got a 31 now, looking for 32. 32, anybody bid at 32? 32, anybody bid at 32? Look a bid at 32. Anybody bid at 32? 32 now, anybody bid at 32? 32, anybody bid at 32? Look a bid at 32 now, anybody bid at 32? 32? No bid at 32, 31. Going once, looking for a bid at 32. How about a bid at 32? Anybody bid at 32? Look a bid at 32. Anybody bid at 32? Got Greg with a bid at 32. 32 now 33. 33. Anybody bid at 33? Robert, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. We'll see you next time. Remember, we've got an auction coming up on Thursday. Everybody remember, we've got an auction coming up on Thursday. Should be a pretty exciting one, too. We've got Miss Jessica Johnson back in the helm doing her Thursday night auctions. Got 32 now, looking for 33. Got 33. Coins and ghouls at 33, now 34. 34, anybody bid at 34? 34, look a bit of 34 now, anybody bit of 34. 34, look a bit of 34, how about a bit of 34? 34, anybody bit of 34. 34 now, anybody bit of 34? Got 33 going once, looking for a bit of 34. How about a bit of 34, anybody bit of 34? 34, anybody bit of 34? Got 33 going twice now, looking for a bit of 34. Anybody bit of 34? Anybody bit of 34? Need a bit of 34? Got Crispy Mofo 34. 34 now 35. 35, anybody bit of 35? 35, anybody bit of 35? 35, anybody bit of 35? Got 34 now, looking for 35. Anybody bit of 35? Anybody bit of 35? Okay, Mike, I'll be able to do that tonight. 34 now, looking for 35. 35, anybody bit of 35? Need a bit of 35? How about a bit of 35? Anybody bit of 35? 35, anybody bit of 35? No bit of 35? Got 34. Going once, looking for a bit of 35. Anybody bit of 35? Anybody bit of 35? The old buzzard from Bugs Bunny. Nope. Nope. 35. Anybody bit of 35? 34 going twice now, looking for a bit of 35. Anybody bit of 35? Anybody bit of 35? Last and final call, looking for a bit of 35. Anybody bit of 35? All right, I am sold at 34. 34 to Crispy. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. I've got two of these. I've got this one right here. Then I've got this one right here. Same source. Same source, basically the same roll. I've got two of them, 1957D. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer them to each of you. And I'm going to offer them at $30 a piece. Only $30 a piece. How does that sound, guys? Coins and Ghouls gets one. Crispy Mofo gets the other. $30 a piece. Coins and Ghouls says he'll take it. Crispy, I'm sure, will take it at $4 off his bid. And he does. And that's what I've got for tonight. I tell you what, though. Anybody who wants to play a game, I have a 1920D roll. I'm sorry, not 1920D, 2020D. There's a 2020D, nice full BU roll, 2020D. I'm going to give it away free. I'm going to give it away free to anyone who has bid and won an item tonight because it'll go in your package. I can't create new packages for this without charging shipping. But here's what I'm going to do. I have a card here. And let me see if I can show you this card. Here, this is not the card. This is the card. See this little guy right here? This little card right here has a number between 1 and 100. Anybody who has already bid tonight and won an item, won at least one item tonight, can play this game. It's a free roll of 2020D Lincoln cents. Guess a number between 1 and 100. The closest one gets it. Guess a number 1 to 100. Closest one gets it. My hair? I got my hair cut. Yes, I did. And I've been running like a banshee cheetah all day today. All right, there we go. We got him coming in. Got him coming in. I'll give you guys about another 15, 20 seconds to get a number in there for a free 1920D roll. The only stipulation is that you have to have purchased something already this evening. Doesn't matter how much or how little. Just that you've purchased something all evening. You guess your number between 1 and 100. And here's my gig. My gig is this right here. This is going to be for the 1920D roll. This will be for the 1921P roll. And this one will be for 2021. I'm sorry, 2021P roll and a 2021D roll. You can see them down there. I've got all three rolls. 2020D, which is this one. The 2021P, which would be this one, and a 2021D roll. I've got all three of these rolls are going to go out free. Just give me one number between 1 and 100. I'll have to take the first one that you gave me. So, Sissy, I'll take the 56 that you gave me. The closest one to these numbers will get their respective roll. I got to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're done. It's going to be based on the numbers I've already been given. Now the 2020D, the number is 23. So whoever was closest to 23 gets that one. Let's see. Let me put them in here like this. Okay, that's for right now. And they're going to be 0 cost. And we put the names in right here. So, all right, Die Brown Soda, the one thing that I did say is that you had to have already purchased something for tonight. And unfortunately, you weren't here to purchase anything tonight. Carl, I have to take your first number. You only get one number per person. One number per person, meaning that each of these 3 rolls will go to somebody different. Steven looks like the winner for the 2020 roll at 23. Number 23, and he was number 27. He's the closest to 23. So Stephen A will get that one. The 2021 P, my number is 44. So my number at 44, looks like Kelly Michaud will get that one at 43. Unless there's a 45, then we have to have a draw off. There is no 45, so Kelly Michaud gets it at 43. So Kelly will get that one. And then the 2021 D roll, my number is 68. And 68, I got to do a little bit of explaining as to why here. Let's see. I believe it's going to be Coins and Ghouls at 74. Stonecutter's first number is 56, so his 69 doesn't count. Carl's first number is 74, but he was after Coins and Ghouls, which that was a tiebreaker as the earliest one in. So Coins and Ghouls at 74, and I don't think there's anything closer to 68 as a valid number input. Nothing else in the 60s. So 74 would be the closest to 68, and that would be Coins and Ghouls. Yep, Coins and Ghouls is the one at 74. Number 74, he was going to get the 2021 D. I keep saying 19 because, well, I'm so used to saying 19, but it's 2021 D roll. So we've got a 20D, a 21P, and a 21D roll, all of them being given away for free to people who have bid this evening. That's my sign of appreciation to show you guys that I'm always thinking about you guys. I came up with these coins as extras when I was flipping 2020 and 21 cents for complete sets. I will have available very soon 2020 PDS complete sets of the 3 coins, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and then I'll also have 2021 PD and S, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco sets available. They're going to be about $5 or $6 a set. I think they're going to be $6 a set. Yes, Kelly, I can hold your rolls for you, sir. Thing is, Kelly, I think you've got one coin here other than these rolls that you've purchased today. So I'll hang on to all of that. I'll email you about the other coin. It's a reveal coin that I owe you from quite some time ago, but it was only one thing, and I didn't want to mail one thing. So I've got it here, and I'll hang on to all that for you. All right, so folks, that's it for tonight. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, great week, and be back on Thursday for the Thursday night auction. Now, tomorrow, I will do the 2 reveals that I have remaining from this past week. And then Friday evening, I will be doing the proof pull. And Saturday evening, I will be doing the singles pull. Friday is the 37p for 200 plus shipping. Let's see. What did I have that up there at? The 37p, 125, 200 plus shipping. I tell you what, $210 at yours. I'll ship it. Ship it at $210. Okay. That'll work, Tim. I will do that, sir. I just have to remember not to charge you any shipping because I've got them written in here at 105 a half. If I accidentally charge you more than 210 total, please let me know and I will adjust your adjust your invoice to reflect only 210 total. Okay? All right. Well, I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great time, a great evening, and a great week. Jeff, I did see your email, and I started looking into it, and then I got diverted to something else. I do not have those coins. So we will have to work something out where I can give you credit back for the coins, pay you for the coins, or something. Or it's possible, maybe possible, that that Eric might have them, but we'll get it worked out. We will definitely get it worked out. But anyway, I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the invoices tonight, and then I'll get those out, hopefully all tonight. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.